close your eyes, and let the world fade. Tonight, it's just you, me, and a love that feels as soft as the night air around us. Take a deep, slow breath in, letting the air fill your lungs fully, then exhale slowly, allowing the tension of the day to begin slipping away. Again, inhale deeply, letting the cool air spread through your chest, and exhale gently, like a soft breeze passing over calm water. As you breathe, notice the way your body responds, becoming lighter with each. Exhale, softer with each moment. Right now, there is nowhere you need to be, nothing you need to do, and no one asking for your attention. It's just you, safe in this warm space, with the quiet awareness of someone you care for deeply resting beside you. The lights are dim, the air is still, and the only sound is the slow, steady rhythm of your breathing and theirs. You can feel their presence near you, not pressing or demanding, just steady and reassuring. Their breathing begins to match yours naturally. Inhale and exhale in sync. Like the two of you share the same calm heartbeat. Let your shoulders drop a little lower. Let your jaw relax. Let your hands rest loosely, maybe in theirs, maybe just by your side. The mattress beneath you feels steady and warm. It's holding you both with gentle support, as though it knows exactly how to cradle you. Imagine the day as the heavy coat you've been wearing. It's full of ours, thoughts, and small moments that clung to you. Now picture unbuttoning that coat, sliding it off your shoulders, and letting it fall quietly to the floor, where it will stay until morning. The soft hum of the world outside surrounds you distant enough not to disturb you. Maybe it's the low whirl of a fan, or the faint sounds of the night just beyond the window. Whatever it is, it blends into the background, wrapping you in a cocoon of safety. The person beside you shifts slightly, and you feel the faintest brush of their arm against yours. It's not meant to wake you, just a natural closeness that says, without a single word, that you are not alone tonight. Take another slow, deep breath, hold it for a second, and release it gently. With each exhale, imagine releasing one small piece of the day, a conversation, an errand, a thought you don't need to hold on to anymore.
Ow.
Let them all fade quietly into the background, replaced by the comfort of this moment. The air around you is warm, but not heavy, carrying a softness that makes you want to close your eyes a little longer, sink in a little deeper. Your heartbeat begins to slow, not because you're forcing it, but because your body knows it's safe here. It knows it can rest. It's quiet, the stillness, is what it's been craving all day. Your mind begins to wander, but gently, without urgency, no racing thoughts. It's just soft, pleasant images of a bedside lamp casting a warm glow across the room. Curtains swaying in a night breeze, the comforting weight of a blanket pulled perfectly across your body. Every detail your mind offers is one more reason to relax. It's a person beside you hasn't spoken, but you can feel the calm radiating from them. In the way they breathe, in the way they stay close without crowding you, in the steady grounding energy they give off like a lighthouse on a quiet shore, guiding you without effort. Breathe in slowly and let your face relax as you breathe out. Your forehead smooths, your eyelids grow heavier, your cheeks soften. Your neck and shoulders sink deeper into the bed, giving up the last bit of tension they were holding. Your arms and hands relax completely. If their hand is in yours, feel the gentle warmth of that connection. And if not, let your hand simply rest without effort. Your chest and back rise gently with each breath in, then soften with each breath out, releasing just a little more of the day. Your legs are heavy and still. Your feet loosen, toes softening until they no longer hold any. Tightness from head to toe. You are settling in, not rushing to sleep, but allowing it to approach naturally. You can sense the person beside you is doing the same, letting go of their day just as you are. You match each other without trying. It feels easy, peaceful, and natural. In this moment, nothing needs to be solved, nothing needs to be fixed, nothing needs to be planned. You can simply be. The air between you carries a softness that doesn't need to be earned, it's already yours. You both shift slightly, not to disturb the stillness, but to find that perfect balance where your bodies are completely at ease. The bed molds around you, cradling you in just the right way. Outside, the night moves at its own unhurried pace. Somewhere, a leaf drifts to the ground. Somewhere a breeze passes gently through the trees. But here in this room, time feels slower, as if it's willing to wait for you. Every now and then, you become aware of their breathing. Not just the sound of it, but the steadiness, the reassurance. It's a quiet, wordless message. I'm here. We're okay. You let those words sink in, replacing the leftover noise from the day. There's a subtle warmth where your bodies are close. It's not the kind of heat that makes you restless. It's the kind of warmth that makes you feel safe. Your thoughts slow even more. The thought does appear, it fades before it forms. If a memory surfaces, it drifts away like a cloud in a gentle wind. This is not a space for problem solving or for replaying the past. It's not a space for planning the future. This is a space for breathing, resting, and existing in the quiet together. The longer you stay here, the easier it becomes. With every breath, your body sinks deeper into relaxation. With every heartbeat, you feel more at peace, the person beside. You shifts once more, just enough to remind you they're still here, and you feel the slow, even rise and fall of their breathing. You inhale together, hold for a moment, and exhale. The room seems to sigh with you. The edges of sleep begin to approach, not suddenly, but in quiet, gentle waves. Washes over you, leaving you heavier, calmer, softer. If you open your eyes for a moment, you might imagine their face in the dim light, relaxed and peaceful. If you keep your eyes closed, you still feel their presence just as clearly. You know nothing is required of you now, not even sleep. Sleep will come when it's ready. For now, your only task is to rest in this shared stillness. You are here. They are here. And the night is here to hold you both. Breathe in slowly, breathe out completely. Let the rest of the world fade into silence. Picture in your mind a single, gentle light. It's not harsh or bright. It's not the kind of light that makes you squint or shield your eyes. Light is warm, golden, soft and comforting, like the glow from a lamp on a quiet evening, or the fading sunset resting on your skin just before night falls. It fills the room slowly, without rush, touching every corner with calm. This light isn't just around you, it's part of you. It's the light of love. It's not the loud, urgent kind of love that takes your breath away, but the steady, enduring kind that helps you breathe easier. The kind that doesn't ask you to be anything other than yourself. It wraps around you like a weightless blanket, making every muscle, every thought, every heartbeat a little softer. You can almost feel it resting gently on your skin, a warmth that doesn't fade or flicker. Take a slow breath in. Imagine that golden light expanding just a little, filling the space between you and the person beside you. With each inhale, it grows warmer, deeper, richer. With each exhale, it spreads farther, touching not only your body, but theirs. You don't have to try to make it happen. It flows naturally, like sunlight pouring through an open window. This light is your connection, the quiet thread that links your hearts in this moment. It doesn't need to be spoken about, doesn't need to be explained. You both feel it, and that's enough. Let your mind rest on this warmth for a while. See how it moves, how it surrounds you both equally. There's no division in it. It doesn't belong more to one person than the other. It simply is, like the air you share. You can picture it glowing between you, soft at the edges, as if it's breathing right along with you. The more you focus on it, the more you realize it's not just outside you, it's inside as well. That warmth begins in your chest, right where your heart beats. It's steady, like a low, peaceful fire that's been burning all day. Waiting for you to notice it. With each breath in, you feed that fire. With each breath out, you let it spread, sending gentle waves of comfort through your whole body. Your shoulders soak it in, your arms loosen, your hands feel it flowing down into your fingertips. It travels into your back, easing every small knot of tension until all that's left is softness. It moves through your hips and legs, settling into your feet. Every part of you becomes warmer, calmer, heavier in the best possible way, beside you. The person you care for is feeling it too. You don't even need to look. You can sense it. It's the space between you has changed. It's thicker now, but not in a way that feels heavy, more like it's filled with something real, something kind. You can feel the love in it, though. Love of big words or grand gestures, but the love of simple presence. The love that says, I'm here, you're here. That's enough. The glow touches their skin the same way it touches yours, moving over them like a slow golden tide. You imagine it filling them from the inside out, starting in their chest, flowing down their arms, their legs, their fingertips. You picture it rising up into their face, softening their eyes, easing their jaw, letting every part of them know. Let your mind drift to a memory, not one of a specific day or event. They breathe it out. But the kind of memory, with every breath, more a feeling than a picture. The two of you are more in sync. The memory of safety. Maybe it's the warmth of being wrapped in a blanket as a child. Maybe it's the quiet joy of holding someone's hand for the first time and knowing they'd hold it again. Maybe it's sitting beside someone you love in complete silence, yet feeling like you've said everything. That's the feeling in this glow. That's what it carries. As you rest in it, you notice how your breathing slows even more. Your chest rises gently, falls gently. You're not forcing it. Your body is simply responding to the comfort surrounding you. Every inhale pulls in warmth. Every exhale sends it outward. You imagine the glow reaching beyond the bed, beyond the room, until it fills the whole space with quiet love. Even the walls seem to absorb it, or even the air feels softer. The warmth doesn't just stay on the surface. It moves deeper, into the places inside you that hold on to old worries, old tightness. Ow. You might not even know those places are there until you feel them release. A knot in your chest unravels. The weight on your shoulders lifts. The small tension in your jaw fades. This glow is patient. It takes its time, moving gently, touching every part of you with care. You glance in your mind's eye at the person beside you. You see them bathed in the same golden light, faces calm, relaxed, free from the lines the day might have drawn. Their breathing is deep and even. You notice the little things, the way their chest rises and falls in rhythm with yours. The way their body rests fully into the bed as if it trusts the ground beneath it. You realize that this glow doesn't just connect you, it balances you. Your calm helps them sink deeper, and their calm helps you. Somewhere in the distance, maybe in your imagination, there's a faint hum. Not a sound you can place exactly, but a tone that matches the warmth. It's low, smooth, and endless, like the earth itself is humming a lullaby. It blends with the glow until you can't tell where one ends and the other begins. This is the sound of safety. This is the feeling of love when it's at rest. You let yourself sink further into the bed, further into the warmth. Your body feels heavier now, but in a pleasant, anchored way. The heaviness isn't fatigue, it's release. It's the feeling of knowing you don't have to hold yourself up. You don't have to be alert. You don't have to do anything except be here. With them, the glow has taken over the work of holding you. Your thoughts, if they still drift in, are softer now. They don't pull at you the way they did earlier in the day. They arrive gently, they linger briefly, and then they dissolve back into the golden light. Even memories that used to carry sharp edges seem to lose their bite here. They become round, quiet, and harmless. It's like small stones resting at the bottom of a clear stream. The glow shifts slightly now, not in color or strength, but in focus. You feel it pressing just a little more into your chest, where your heart is. Not pressing like weight, but like hands cupped around something delicate to protect it. You can feel your heartbeat inside that warmth, steady, calm, strong. Beat is another reminder that you are alive. You are here. You are safe. You sense their heartbeat too, not in a literal way, but in the way their breathing and presence seem to speak to yours. There's a rhythm here. Yours, theirs, and the glow itself, all moving together. It's like being in perfect time with a song you've known forever. Even if you've never heard it before, the warmth doesn't fade as the moments pass. If anything, it becomes more natural. So natural that it no longer feels separate from you. It's not something you're imagining anymore. It's something you're living in. This glow, this golden light of love is part of you now. It will stay even after sleep arrives. It will wrap around you through the night, steady and quiet, until morning brings its own light. As you rest here, your body melts even further into the bed, into the warmth, into the presence of the one beside. You, The outside world drifts far away. The sounds beyond this room blur into nothing. All that remains is the glow, the breath you share, and the feeling that you are exactly where you're meant to be. You are warm, you are safe, you are loved, and you can let go now, completely. Take a slow, deep breath in. Hold it gently for just a moment, and then let it go, letting your whole body soften with the release. Again, breathe in slowly, letting the air fill your lungs and expand your chest, then exhale with ease, as if you're letting go of something you've been carrying all day. Now notice, they are breathing with you, without trying, without planning it. The person beside you has matched your pace. Inhale, exhale. You rise and fall together, like two waves rolling in toward the same quiet shore. There is no effort. Here, no one is leading, no one is following. Your breathing has simply found the same rhythm, as if your bodies remember something your minds never had to learn. That this is how it feels to be deeply connected. The sound of their breath is close enough to hear, but soft enough to blend with your own. It's not loud, it's not rushed, it's steady, natural, soothing. In this quiet, their breath becomes something more than just a sound. It's a signal, a reassurance, a gentle reminder that you are not alone in this moment. The two of them, you are part of the same calm atmosphere, sharing the same air, letting it move between you, as if it belongs to both of you equally. Every inhale draws in warmth. Every exhale releases anything you no longer need. Focus on how their breathing feels in the space beside you. You might notice the faintest movement in the mattress as their body rises and falls. You might sense the warmth of the air they breathe out, blending with yours. It's a quiet dance, one that doesn't need music because it already has its own. The sound of two hearts resting in time with each other. The world outside may still be turning, but here, in this shared rhythm, time moves differently. Stretches out, soft and unhurried, giving you both all the space you need to simply be. Asterisk, take another breath in. But this time, notice how it feels not just in your lungs, but in your whole body. Feel your rib cage expand gently, your shoulders lifting ever so slightly. And when you let that breath out, notice the wave of relaxation that follows, moving from your chest into your arms, down your back, through your legs, until it reaches your toes. You may even feel a subtle connection between your own exhale and theirs, as though the two are linked in some invisible way. It's almost as if you're not just breathing alongside each other. You're breathing as one. Theirs. Something intimate in this simplicity. No grand gestures. No need for words. Just the quiet act of existing together. Breath by breath. Heartbeat by heartbeat. Right. You don't have to reach out or hold on. The connection is already there. In the way your bodies have naturally chosen the same pace. It's a connection that doesn't require effort, and that's what makes it so beautiful. Now, let your awareness travel inward. With each inhale, imagine you're drawing in calm, soft light. Let that light fill your chest, warming you from the inside out. And with each exhale, picture that light flowing gently toward them, like a slow-moving current in a quiet river. With every breath, you're sharing not just air, but peace, comfort, and safety. The same is happening in reverse. As they breathe out, that light reaches you. You receive it without question, letting it settle wherever you need it most. Asterisk, asterisk, if. Your hand is near theirs. You might notice a small movement, a shift, a brush, a sign that they're aware of you too. Or maybe there's no movement at all, just the shared stillness that feels as intimate as any touch. You don't need to fill the quiet. The breathing itself is enough. In fact, the quiet is what makes it work. It's the silence between breaths. That allows you to truly feel how in sync you are. Your mind begins to slow to the rhythm you've set together. Inhale, pause, exhale, pause. Over and over, like a gentle tide. This rhythm becomes an anchor. If any thoughts try to pull you away, you can return to it. Feel the steady flow of air. Know you're exactly where you need to be. Two of you are floating in the same gentle current, and there's nowhere else to go. Nothing else to do except drift. Notice now how your bodies respond to this shared pace. Muscles loosen without effort. Joints feel lighter. Even the skin seems to soften, as if the breath is reaching into every layer of you, telling it to relax. Your heartbeat begins to echo the breathing slower, calmer, deeper. Theirs does. Too, if you listen closely, you can almost sense both heartbeats finding a similar tempo, just like your breathing did. It's not something you can measure, but you can feel it in the quiet. It's there, like a song played so softly you don't need to hear it to know it's playing. The air between you feels charged now, not in an electric way, but in a warm, living way. It carries both of your breaths, both of your heartbeats, both of your quiet thoughts. It's almost tangible. Like if you reached out into it, you could touch the connection itself. But you don't need to move. The connection is already wrapped around you, as steady as the rise and fall of your chests. As you continue, you might notice that breathing together has made you forget where your breath ends and theirs begins. It's just one flow, one gentle exchange. Exhale, exhale, and somewhere in there, you meet in the middle. Tell this is more than relaxation now. This is trust. This is what it feels like to be perfectly at ease with another person. To let your body speak a language that needs no words. With every breath, you sink a little deeper into the mattress, into the warmth, into the shared rhythm. The outside world fades further away. You no longer feel separate from them. You're not just two people lying side by side. You are one steady, breathing presence, resting in perfect balance. If the glow from before was the light of love, then this is the heartbeat of it. Slow, steady, patient. Stay here a while. Don't rush to sleep. Just let the breathing carry you. Let the rhythm guide you further and further into calm. Your eyelids may grow heavier. Your limbs may feel heavier. That's okay. That's part of the drift. Each exhale takes you one step closer to complete rest. Each inhale fills you with warmth, security, and love. If your mind wanders, let it. It will return to the rhythm naturally, the same way the tide always returns to the shore. Every time it does, you'll sink a little deeper, feel a little more connected, become a little more still, until finally breathing and being are the same thing. No separation, it's no effort. Just the soft, quiet truth that you are here together. And everything is exactly as it should be. You've been breathing together for some time now. Your rhythm's steady, unbroken, perfectly in sync. The quiet has settled around you like a blanket, and every part of your body feels heavier, softer, more at ease. And then, in the stillness, there's the smallest movement, so gentle that it feels almost like a whisper against your skin. It's their hand finding yours. Not searching, not grabbing, just finding. The touch is light, unhurried, and it doesn't demand anything from you. It's simply there, resting in your palm as though it has always belonged there. That single, simple connection carries more meaning than words ever could. Without a sentence spoken, it tells you, I'm here. You're safe. You can rest. The warmth of their skin reaches you before you even tighten your fingers. You don't need to grip. You don't need to hold on tightly. The beauty of this touch is in its ease. It's not a grasp that fears losing you. It's a resting place that trusts you'll stay. Your fingers may curl just slightly, not to claim, but to answer. The space between you has shifted now. It's not just shared air and matched breath. It's shared warmth, shared presence, shared stillness. Let yourself notice the details of that touch. The way the heat of their skin blends with yours until it's impossible to tell where one ends and the other begins. The faint weight of their hand, just enough to remind you of their closeness. The way their thumb might move once, lightly, over your knuckles, not as a signal, it's not as a request, simply as a quiet confirmation that this connection is real. You don't have to respond. You don't have to do anything. The touch is whole. On its own in this moment, the world could be far away. The room could be the only place that exists. Your body is still sinking deeper into the bed. Your breath still moving in perfect rhythm with theirs. But now there's a new anchor. This shared point of contact keeps you present without keeping you awake. It's as though your hand has become the bridge between you, carrying a steady, silent exchange back and forth with every beat of your hearts. That bridge is strong, yet soft. It doesn't strain under its own weight. It doesn't need to be reinforced or adjusted. It exists in the simplest way possible by just being there. And in the stillness, you can almost feel something passing through it. It's not in a dramatic way, but in the way warmth passes through sunlit glass. A steady transfer of calm, of safety, of quiet love. As you rest in this touch, you realize how rare it is to be held without pressure, to be connected without expectation. This isn't a touch that's asking for more. It's not leading anywhere. It's the kind of touch that is complete exactly as it is, in this exact moment. It's the kind that lets you exhale a little deeper because you know you're not being asked to give or prove anything. Your mind may drift 2 times in your life when a touch meant comfort, a hand on your shoulder when you needed grounding, fingers brushing yours in a crowded space to say, "I'm with you," an embrace that didn't let go until you did. This is like that, but quieter. It's distilled into its simplest form. Just skin on skin, heat on heat, presence on presence. The more you stay with it, the more you realize this is another kind of breathing together, not with lungs, but with hands. You feel the pulse beneath their skin, faint, but they're a slow echo of your own. It doesn't matter if the beats match exactly. The connection is deeper than that. This is the pulse of rest, of being here now, of letting the world shrink too. The size of 2 hands touching in the dark. If your eyes are still open, they might close now, not because you're forcing them, but because the darkness behind your eyelids feels like an extension of the touch. Warm, safe, and closed off from anything that doesn't matter right now. If your eyes were already closed, they might grow heavier, the muscles around them relaxing until you're not even aware of holding them shut. Your breathing shifts again. It's not in pace, but in feeling. Each inhale feels like it's drawing warmth from their hand into your chest. Each exhale sends it back to them, a steady exchange that requires no thought. It's as if your bodies have found yet another way to communicate without words, too. Share without speaking, to be in tune without trying. There is no past here, no future. Only the now, and the now is defined by this touch. Every minute that passes feels slower, stretched by the weight of this connection. You're not measuring time anymore. You're measuring stillness, warmth, and the way your body is gradually letting go of everything except this one point of contact. Even your thoughts seem to respect the moment. If one appears, it arrives quietly, floats at the edge of your awareness, and then drifts away without making a sound. The space in your mind is as calm as the space in the room. The only constant is the feel of their skin against yours. The warmth that flows between you like a current you don't need to control. If they move slightly, maybe shifting their hand, maybe brushing their fingers lightly against yours, it doesn't disturb the peace. It adds to it a reminder that they are not a statue beside you, but a living, breathing soul sharing this moment. And just as they are aware of you, you are aware of them. Not with the alertness of daylight, but with the deep awareness of the heart. The kind that says, "I know you're here even when I'm not looking." Stay in that awareness. Feel how it supports you. It's not carrying you. You're not being lifted. You're simply being held in place, like a boat at rest in calm water, tied gently to another boat drifting beside it. Neither of you is going anywhere, and that's exactly right. As minutes pass, the touch may begin to feel like it has always been there, as if you can't remember what it felt like before your hands met. It becomes a part of the background, as natural as your own heartbeat, yet still noticeable if you choose to focus on it. And when you do, it's like leaning into a memory that's being created in real time, a memory you'll carry without. Even trying, the warmth of their hand seeps deeper into you. It's no longer just at the surface of your skin. It's in your muscles, in your bones, in the quiet places inside you that needed reminding that connection can be this gentle. Realize you're holding nothing back. Every part of you that could relax has relaxed. Every guard you might have carried into this night is gone. Asterisk. This is where trust lives, not in big declarations, but in the decision to stay close in stillness, not in promises made aloud, but in the quiet way fingers rest together without needing to be laced tighter, in the patience of a touch that doesn't ask for change, only for presence. You breathe in once more, drawing their warmth into you, and as you breathe out, you let your own warmth flow to them. You could stay here for hours. You could fall asleep here. You could dream here. And when you wake, the memory of this touch will still be in your skin. For now, you don't have to think about waking. You don't have to think about anything at all. Just let the touch hold you. Let it speak for you. Let it carry you closer to the edge of sleep, where even awareness of the touch will fade. And all that will remain is the comfort it gave you in these quiet moments. You are not alone. You are not drifting. You are anchored gently, warmly, completely in the soft touch of someone who is here with you. Breathing with you, resting with you, loving you in the simplest, truest way there is. You are still breathing together, still sharing that soft, unhurried touch. But now your mind begins to wander to a place that feels even quieter, even more peaceful. It comes to you not as a sharp image, but as a feeling, the way a memory arrives in waves, soft at the edges, familiar before it's even clear. This place is neither here nor there. It isn't bound by walls or the clock on the wall. It exists, entirely for you and the person beside you. It's where the world slows to the pace of your breathing, where everything unnecessary simply dissolves into the background. In this gentle place, there's no noise except what soothes you. Maybe it's the faint sound of leaves swaying in a warm evening breeze. Maybe it's the soft, steady hush of waves sliding over a quiet shore. Maybe it's the muted hum of a faraway night, a sound that doesn't need to be identified only. Felt the air is fresh, carrying the scent of something pure and grounding. It could be the faint sweetness of flowers that only bloom after sunset, or the clean, earthy fragrance that rises from the ground after a light rain. You breathe it in, and it feels as if the air itself is telling you you're safe here. The light in this place is gentle, like the world is lit entirely by a soft golden dusk that never fades. There are no shadows that hide or startle. Everything is bathed in a glow that makes the edges softer, that makes every surface seem warm to the touch. You don't need to squint, don't need to adjust. You simply exist in light that feels like it knows how to care for you. You and the person beside you are at the center of this calm. You're not lying on a bed anymore. Not exactly. Maybe it's a soft blanket laid across a patch of grass or a wide porch swing that rocks almost imperceptibly, or a cozy sofa near an open window with the night spilling in. Whatever holds you now fits your body perfectly, molding to every curve and line, supporting you so fully that you no longer notice the difference between your weight and the surface beneath you. Around you, there's space. It's not empty space, but safe space, the kind that feels open and limitless, yet still cradled by the sense that nothing harmful could ever find its way here. If you imagine looking up, you might see a wide sky. It could be filled with slow-moving clouds painted in, colors you've never had to name. Or it could be dotted with stars, so many that the sky seems alive with them. They're not cold or distant. They look like they've gathered here just to keep you company. The air moves gently across your skin, the perfect temperature, warm enough to soothe, cool enough to refresh. It brushes against your arms and face like a friend's hand smoothing away the last remnants of the day. And when it passes, it leaves behind not emptiness, but stillness. The kind that makes your chest feel light and your thoughts feel far away. You glance, in your mind or maybe in reality, toward the person beside you. They are part of this gentle place as much as you are. The light touches them the way it touches you, softening every line. It's making them look like the most peaceful version of themselves. Their eyes might be closed, their face relaxed, their breath still moving in time with yours. It doesn't matter if they're awake or already drifting. What matters is that they are here, fully here, with you. The space between you is quiet, but it's alive. It holds not just the air you share, but the warmth, the trust, the small exchanges of energy that pass without words. You can feel that. Connection stretching beyond the touch of your hands, beyond even the closeness of your bodies. It's in the atmosphere now, woven into every detail of this place. And in this place, there is no hurry. There are no next steps to plan. No unspoken countdown ticking away at the edge of your awareness. The moment you are in is the only one that exists, and it is enough. It is more than enough. Here you are not someone trying to get anywhere. You are not someone trying to become anything. You are simply someone who is, someone who breathes, someone who rests, someone who is loved. If you want, you can imagine the sound of water nearby, maybe a small fountain trickling into a stone, basin, maybe a stream moving lazily over smooth rocks. The sound blends perfectly with the air, with the light, with the feeling in your chest. You don't have to strain to hear it. It's simply there, part of the background, like the steady heartbeat of this place. Your body responds to this environment. Without you even asking it to, your muscles loosen in places you didn't realize were tight. Your spine feels longer, your shoulders heavier in the best way, your jaw softer. Even the space behind your eyes feels more open, as though the quiet has seeped into the deepest parts of you. You might imagine leaning back into something, or someone. The sense of being supported so completely that the idea of tension doesn't even occur to you. You are safe to let go here. Safe to close your eyes and let the sights fade, knowing they'll be here when you open them again. Safe to let the sounds wash over you, knowing none of them will startle you. Safe to let the warmth and the air and the space hold you exactly as you are. The person beside you shifts ever so slightly, not breaking the stillness, but adding to it. Maybe they rest a little closer, or maybe they simply adjust. Their presence a reminder that they, too, feel at home here. You don't have to ask them. You don't have to check. The peace on their face tells you everything you need to know as you sink deeper into this gentle place. The edges of your awareness start to blur. You're no longer cataloging every sound or detail. They're blending together now into one seamless sensation. The feeling of being enveloped by something that loves you back. You are not holding on to it. It is holding on to you. Time feels strange here. You could stay in this moment for minutes, hours, or forever, and it would feel exactly the same, perfectly right. This place doesn't measure time in hours or seconds. It measures time in breaths and heartbeats, the way your chest rises and falls alongside theirs. Asterisk, asterisk, if you wanted to speak, you could. If you wanted to stay silent, you could. The beauty of this gentle place is that it asks nothing from you but honesty. Not in words, but in presence. All it wants is for you to be here, in the simplest, truest way you can. And you are. You are fully here. You might feel the pull of sleep beginning to reach you now. Not in a sudden wave, but in slow, quiet tugs. Your eyelids grow heavier. Your thoughts move slower. Your breathing becomes even more effortless. You're still aware of them beside you, still aware of the peace surrounding you. But you're beginning to float between the waking world and the world of dreams. And if you cross over into sleep here, it will not be abrupt. It will be like stepping into another room in the same gentle house, where the air and the light and the love are exactly the same, just quieter, softer, deeper. You'll carry the feeling of this place with you into your dreams, and when you return, it will still be here, waiting. You are safe. You are warm. You are home. And you can let go now. Completely. You are still in that gentle place, warm, safe, and timeless. Your breathing steady. Your body's close. The air around you carrying the quiet weight of peace. The night holds you without asking for anything in return, and every breath you take seems to settle you even deeper into this moment. Then, in the stillness, you hear something. Not a loud sound, not a sudden one, but a voice. Their voice arrives the way soft rain arrives, easy, unhurried, as though it's been part of the night all along. It's not rushed or sharp. It's low, warm, and steady, carrying a tone that seems to speak directly to the calmest part of you. The first thing they say is simple. You're safe. 2 words, small enough to fit into a whisper, yet big enough to fill the entire space between you. They don't sound like a reassurance offered out of worry. They sound like a truth spoken, because it's too important not to be said. You feel the words settle into you, as if they were always meant to be here. Your chest loosens just a little more. Your heartbeat stays slow. You believe them. You let yourself believe them completely. Moment passes, a moment filled only with breathing and the quiet hum of the world beyond this place. And then they speak again. You're loved. The words are neither grand nor heavy. They're not an announcement. They are a reminder. Spoken like a fact as certain as the night sky above you. You feel their truth and the warmth still lingering in your joined hands. In the rhythm you've been sharing since your breathing found its way together. In the steady presence that hasn't wavered once, you don't need to answer. You don't need to say you believe it. Your body has already answered for you in the way it has let go of every ounce of tension, in the way it has softened into this shared space, in the way it trusts the nearness of their voice. They keep speaking, but slowly, leaving space between. Each sentence as if giving each one time to sink in. I'm here. 3 words that close the distance between your thoughts and theirs. You know they mean more than just physically being here. They mean I'm present. I'm with you in this exact moment, in this exact breath. And you realize that's all you really need to hear. There's no promise of tomorrow, no need to look ahead or back. Right now is enough. The tone of their voice is soft but steady, the kind that seems to vibrate through you instead of just reaching your ears. You don't have to try to listen. The words are already inside you by the time you notice them. They blend with the air, with the warmth, the rhythm you've built together. Maybe they tell you something personal, a thought they've been holding, a memory they've been keeping safe. Maybe it's a simple picture they're painting, with words something beautiful and quiet meant only for you. You hear them describe the way the morning light looks on your face when you're still half asleep. You hear them remember the first time they saw you laugh without holding back. You hear them say how much they like the sound of your voice when you're telling them about something you love. Each detail is spoken slowly, as if they want you to have time to feel it, not just hear it. Their voice has a texture, smooth but deep. It's like the low notes of a song that stays with you long after it's finished. You could close your eyes and listen to it without needing to catch every word. Even if you drift in and out, the sound will be there, carrying its meaning without effort. Every now and then, they pause. Not because they've run out of things to say, but because the silence is part of the conversation. The pauses are filled with the sound of your breathing together, the gentle brush of air between you, the steady rhythm of hearts that know they can rest. And in those pauses, you feel something wordless, the understanding that what they mean goes beyond anything that can be spoken aloud. When they speak again, it's as if they've chosen only the most essential words. You matter. I see you. I'm proud of you. Each one is given like a gift, not wrapped, not hidden, just placed in your hands to keep. You feel no need to analyze them, no urge to question them. You accept them the way you accept the warmth of sunlight or the calm of an evening breeze. Their words have a way of finding the places in you that needed them most. Maybe they land in a quiet part of your mind that has been waiting for kindness. Maybe they touch a piece of your heart that still carries old doubts. Wherever they go, they fit perfectly, like they were made for those spaces. As they speak, you notice something else. Your body responds. Your breath stays deep and slow, but now each inhale feels fuller, as if the words themselves are expanding. Your lungs. Each exhale feels more complete, as if you're letting go of something heavy you'd been carrying without realizing. The voice doesn't just calm you, it changes the way you're existing in this moment. You may want to speak back. You may want to tell them what their words mean to you, but you don't have to. In this gentle place, silence can say just as much as sound. The way you're here with them, the way you're breathing in time, the way your hand is still resting, and there's all of that speaks for you. They may tell you to sleep now, but not as an order, more as an invitation. Rest. It's okay to drift. I'll be here when you wake. These are not commands. They are permissions. And sometimes, permission is the most loving thing someone can give. You let their voice become part of the background, blending with the air and the quiet sounds of this gentle place. It's no longer something you're actively listening to, it's something you're simply feeling. The way you feel the warmth of sunlight through a window or the steady sway of a hammock, even as your thoughts begin to dissolve into the edges of sleep, the sound stays with you. A low hum of love and safety. The last thing you hear clearly is something short. something simple, something that will follow you into your dreams. You're loved. And you know without doubt that it's true. The words echo softly, then fade. Not because they've vanished, but because they've settled so deeply inside you that they no longer need to be repeated. They are yours now. You'll carry them. With you into sleep, and when you wake, they'll still be there, waiting. The sound of their voice still lingers in the air, soft and warm like a candle's glow that doesn't fade the moment the flame is gone. Their words have settled into you, finding a home in the quiet spaces of your heart. And the stillness that follows feels even richer for having heard them. You are breathing together still, slow and steady, and there's a shared knowing between. You now a mutual awareness that you've both arrived at the same place inside yourselves. A place where there's nothing left to hold up, nothing left to guard, nothing left to carry alone. You're ready, both of you, to let go. Asterisk, it begins almost imperceptibly. Maybe your fingers loosen and theirs just a little, not to break the connection, but to allow for more ease. Maybe your shoulders drop the smallest fraction, settling into the surface beneath you like they've been invited to stay. It's the kind of change you wouldn't notice if you weren't already so attuned to each other's presence. You're letting go too. You can feel it. The rhythm of their breathing has become even slower, each exhale longer, each inhale more unhurried, as though they're sinking deeper into the same pool of calm you're in. There's a quiet understanding here in this letting go together. You're not leading, and they're not following. You're both stepping off the same invisible edge, drifting down into the same softness. No one is rushing. No one is trying to reach a destination. Letting go isn't about where you end up. It's about not needing to hold on so tightly to where you've been. You might notice your thoughts slowing to match the pace of your breath. They're not gone entirely, but they've lost their edges, their urgency. If a thought appears, it's like a feather landing on the surface of calm water. It touches gently, floats for a moment, and then drifts out of sight without disturbing anything beneath. Their thoughts, you imagine, are doing the same. You don't need to ask to know this. It's in the way their body rests beside yours, in the way their stillness mirrors your own. The warmth between you feels different now. It's not the concentrated warmth of a single point of contact. It's as though the entire space around you has become warm, holding you both in a shared cocoon. You could close your eyes fully now, if they aren't already, and still feel their nearness. It's not just as a physical presence, but as something woven into the air itself. Asterisk, asterisk, let your awareness travel slowly through your body. And as you do, let go of anything that doesn't belong in this moment. Start at the top of your head, where your scalp relaxes, and any tiny muscles you didn't even know were tight begin to release. Move down to your forehead, smoothing it without effort, letting go of any lingering expressions from the day. Let your eyelids grow heavier, not forcing them shut, but letting them rest as naturally as a leaf settling onto the surface of a still pond. Feel your cheeks soften, your jaw loosen, your tongue rest comfortably in your mouth. Your neck releases, its hold no longer straining to keep you upright, because here, in this place, there is nothing to face except peace. Your shoulders sink deeper, giving up the habit of carrying weight they no longer need to bear. Your arms rest without tension, your elbows and wrists loose. Your hands warm and open, maybe still holding theirs lightly. Maybe resting close, maybe brushing gently against their skin with each small movement of breath. Asterisk, asterisk. Your chest expands softly with each inhale and falls gently with each exhale, as if your heart is floating in warm water. Your back feels fully supported, each vertebra settling into its place, free from the pull of effort. Your stomach is soft, unguarded, moving easily with your breath. Your hips are heavy and relaxed, letting gravity take them without resistance. Your legs, strong or tired from the day, now feel weightless in their rest, your knees unburdened. Your calves loose, your ankles free. Even your feet, often the keepers of the day's pace, are still now, warm and at ease. And as you release each part of yourself, you know they are doing the same. You can almost sense the moments when they let go of something, a breath a little deeper, shoulder a little lower, a sigh that seems to come from the center of their being. These are small signals, but you feel them, and they deepen your Own surrender. Letting go together is easier than letting go alone. It's as if you've agreed, without speaking, to set down the weight of the day at the same time, in the same place. Neither of you has to pick it up again tonight. There's no fear in this surrender. You are not falling. You are floating. The air, the warmth, the stillness, they are all holding you both, cradling you in a way that feels unshakable, even if the world outside were noisy or restless. Here, inside this shared calm, there is no intrusion. The walls of this moment are made of trust. You can feel your breath deepen naturally now, as if your lungs have more room, as if the air itself has grown softer. You're not thinking about breathing. It's simply happening, the way it was meant to. Unforced, unhurried. Every inhale feels like it's filling you with something pure and gentle. Every exhale feels like it's carrying away something you no longer need. In this state, the line between you and them becomes even thinner. You're not just beside each other, you're inside the same quiet. You are sharing not just space, but an inner world. If you could step outside yourself and look, you might see the two of you as one outline, resting in a glow of warmth. The air around you humming softly with the rhythm of your joined stillness. This is what it means to let go together, not to lose yourself, but to find yourself in the same place as someone else who's ready to do the same. You're not giving away your peace. You're multiplying it, letting it exist between you so it belongs to both of you equally. If sleep comes now, you'll be the kind that feels like being carried. You won't tumble into it. You'll drift. As if the surface beneath you is turned to gentle water and you're floating without effort. And you know that if you drift first, they will still be here. If they drift first, you will still be here. That knowledge is another kind of release. The release of needing to keep watch, to stay on guard. Tonight, there is nothing to guard against. You are warm, you are safe. You are not holding anything anymore, and neither are they. You've let go now of the day, of the tension, of anything you thought you had to carry into this moment. Left is something lighter, freer. You feel it first in your breath, steady and deep, then in your muscles, loose and open, and then in your thoughts, which have softened into nothing more than gentle ripples across a still surface. The quiet between you is not empty. It's full. It's full of warmth, of trust, of a shared presence that needs no movement to be felt. And then slowly you notice the sensation begin to change. It starts in the space between your skin and the surface. Beneath you, it's that firm, steady support you've been resting into begins to feel different. Not less present, but less solid, as though it's loosening its grip on you, letting you drift just above it. You're not leaving it entirely. You're simply no longer bound to its weight. It's the feeling you get when you're in warm water and your body rises without effort, supported but free. That's what this is. The beginning of floating at. First, it's subtle. Your hands feel just a little lighter, as though the air around them has thickened enough to hold them up. Your feet seem to rest more on air than on anything solid. The heaviness you felt a moment ago, the good kind, the grounded kind, now transforms into something else entirely. A weightlessness that is still safe, still warm, but limitless. You can feel yourself drifting without moving, like a leaf. Held in place on the surface of a calm lake, the person beside you is floating too. You don't have to ask. You don't have to open your eyes to see it. You can sense it in the way their breathing has deepened. In the way the warmth of their body now feels as though it's not just beside you, but mingled with yours. Your floating is their floating. Their lightness is yours. It's as though you're both being carried by the same invisible current, lifted together into a space where nothing is heavy, nothing is sharp, nothing is urgent. You might picture it more clearly now. Maybe you're in a wide open expanse of water, warm enough that it feels like an extension of your own body. There are no waves, no movement except the slow, steady rocking of the water beneath you. So slow you barely notice it until you realize it's rocking you closer and closer to sleep. Or maybe you're floating through air, high enough that there's nothing around you but a soft golden glow. The air is thick enough to hold you, light enough to let you drift without effort. Your body feels suspended. It's perfectly balanced between here and nowhere. Every part of you is supported equally, your head, your arms, your back, your legs. There's no strain, no need to adjust. No need to hold yourself in place. You could stay here forever and never grow tired. The surface, whether water, air, or something entirely imagined, moves with you, matching your shape, matching your breath. So there's never a point of resistance. The feeling of floating makes your awareness shift. You're no longer as aware of the surface beneath you, no longer as aware of the boundaries of your own body. The edges of you blur into the space around you, and the space around you seems to blend into you. It's the opposite of isolation. It's connection, expansion. You and the world are the same soft thing drifting together. You glance toward them in your mind, the one beside you, and they are floating too. Their form is light and free as yours, their features relaxed and open. The space between you is gone now. You're not separate objects in the same space. You're 2 points in the same current, moving together without effort, guided by something that needs no map and no destination. In this floating, there's no up, no down, just the endless in between, the place where you can't fall because there's nothing to fall to. It's a place where gravity is not gone but kind, where it holds you just enough to keep you safe while letting you rest entirely. Every inhale lifts you a little higher. Every exhale lets you drift a little farther. And because you're doing this together, your drifts are matched. Your rise is in sync. It feels like you're being rocked, the way a child might be rocked to sleep. Gentle, slow. The motion's so even that you stop noticing it until you realize. Your thoughts have gone quiet, your body even lighter. You're not being moved by anything external. You're being moved by the calm you've created together. The same calm that began with shared breathing, with gentle touch, with letting go. This floating is the natural next step, the reward for releasing everything that kept you anchored to tension. Even the sounds of the world seem to float now. The quiet hum of the night, the whisper of their breath beside you, maybe the faintest rustle of air or water, they all move at the same pace, surrounding you without touching, like you're resting inside the softest cocoon imaginable. Your mind has no interest in holding on to anything here. The things that once felt heavy worries, lists, questions, don't just feel lighter. They feel far away, like they belong to another time, another place, another person entirely. They have no weight in this floating space. Here there's nothing to solve, nothing to fix, nothing to remember. The floating grows deeper, and with it, your connection to them deepens too. You can feel it in the way your bodies seem to know exactly where the other is without touching, in the way your breathing remains perfectly in time, even without effort. You're not tethered to each other by anything physical. You're connected by something far more subtle, something that exists in the air and the space and the stillness itself. If you wanted to, you could imagine drifting together toward a horizon that never gets closer because it doesn't need to. This isn't a journey to anywhere. This is the destination. The point of floating isn't to arrive, it's to remain suspended in the perfect middle, where there's no push, no pull, only the purest kind of rest. Your body knows what to do here. It doesn't tense, it doesn't shift. It trusts thee, floating completely, just as it trusts the presence beside it. You could drift this way for hours, for days, and the comfort would only deepen. The boundaries between waking and sleeping blur here, so that when you do finally cross into dreams, you'll carry this weightless peace with you. Asterisk. You are both held, you are both safe, and you are both free in the most effortless way, not because you're escaping anything, but because you've released everything that was never yours to carry tonight. The floating has become so natural now that you no longer notice its beginning. You are simply here, suspended in a space without edges, without weight, without any sense of distance between you and them. The air is warm and steady, the light soft and constant, and your breath continues in that same perfect rhythm, matched. Without effort, time has no shape here. You could have been resting this way for minutes or for hours. It would feel exactly the same, like forever and just now, all at once. And then, through the quiet, something shifts. It's not a change in the air, not a change in your body, but a change in presence. You feel them lean just slightly closer. Not enough to break the floating, not enough to create tension, but enough to let you know they're about to speak. The closeness carries a warmth that's different from before. It's focused, intentional, like they're wrapping something in their breath and offering it only to you. When their voice comes, it's barely more than a whisper. The kind of whisper meant not to travel far, but to land exactly where it's needed. You feel it more than you hear it, the slight movement of air near your ear, the way your skin responds to the softness of it. And in that whisper, they say something so simple, so small, that it slips past your mind and goes straight into your heart. Rest now. The words are light, but they carry the full weight of love. They are not an instruction, not a command. They are an offering. They are giving you permission to stop holding yourself up, to stop keeping any part of yourself awake. They are telling you that nothing in this moment needs your attention more than your own peace. They pause, letting the whisper settle. The silence afterward is not empty, it's warm, like a hand cupped gently around the back of your neck, holding you in place. Without pressure, and then they speak again, just as softly. Each word carefully placed. It's all right. You feel your chest loosen even more. The phrase doesn't just describe this moment. It becomes this moment. Everything is all right because there's nothing here that could make it otherwise. They might say something else. Maybe I'm here. Maybe I've got you. Maybe sleep will take you soon. The exact words don't matter as much as the way they're said. There's no urgency in them, no expectation, just truth, spoken so quietly that it feels like a secret only the two of you share. The sound of their whisper blends with the rhythm of your breathing. You find yourself inhaling with their words, exhaling into the silence that follows. It's as if their voice has become part of the air you breathe, something essential, something sustaining, and the closeness stays even. After they fall quiet again, you feel it, the nearness, the intention, the way their presence wraps around you like the softest fabric. You could fall asleep right here, in this exact position, with nothing more than the echo of their last words to guide you into dreams. You imagine what they see when they look at you in this moment. Maybe they see your eyelids lowering, your breathing deepening, your features softening in the glow of this gentle space. Maybe they see the trust in your body, the way you've surrendered your weight to the floating, the way your hand still rests near theirs, the way you've given yourself fully to the quiet, and you know they feel the same. That's why the whisper felt so natural, so right, not just them speaking to you. It's the two of you speaking the same language without sound. Another whisper comes. Unexpected but welcome, you're loved. It doesn't feel like the first time they've said it tonight, but somehow it lands differently now. Maybe it's because you're closer to sleep. Maybe it's because your body is more open to receiving. Maybe it's simply because every repetition deepens the truth. You don't need to say it back. They already know. You've been saying it in the way you've breathed with them, in the way you've stayed beside them, or in the way you've let your guard down in their presence. The space between whispers stretches again. You're drifting deeper now. Your awareness fading in and out like the tide. You hear their voice one moment, then only feel the warmth of it the next. The sound, the tone, the meaning, they all begin to blur together, leaving only the comfort behind. If you could capture this moment, you would keep it in your pocket, ready to unfold whenever the world felt too loud. Not because of the words themselves, but because of the way they were given, gently, without rush, without demand. Just two people, sharing a quiet so deep it can hold the weight of love without straining. The last whisper comes without warning. It's so soft, so close that it almost feels like a thought you've had yourself. Sleep well. And then the air grows still again. But the stillness is not an absence. It's a fullness. Holding those final words in place so they can sink into you completely, you breathe them in like the scent of warm air after rain. You let them settle in your chest, your shoulders, your legs, until your whole body knows what they mean. Sleep well, rest fully, drift without fear. Let the night keep you safe. You are ready now. The last whisper still lingers in the air, suspended like a soft thread of light that refuses to fade. sleep well. You can feel it resting on your skin, settling into your chest and sinking into the quietest corners of your mind. Your body accepts it without question. There is nothing left to do, nothing left to hold, nothing left to think about. You have reached the edge of the waking world, and sleep is waiting just beyond, patient, warm, and ready to gather you in. Your breathing remains steady, slow, unhurried. Every inhale feels deeper, more nourishing. Every exhale carries away the faintest remnants of the day, like dust drifting from an open window into the night. The air feels softer now, as though it has been shaped by everything you've shared tonight. The breathing, the touch, the warmth, the gentle place, the whispers. This space you've created together is no longer just around you, it is inside you, wrapping around every thought and every heartbeat. Beside you are still there, steady, quiet, peaceful. You sense them in the way your breathing continues. To match, in the way the warmth between your bodies hasn't dimmed for even a moment. You imagine their eyelids are as heavy as yours, their thoughts as quiet as yours, their surrender to this night as complete as yours. You are not alone in this final step. You are crossing into sleep together. The floating sensation from before returns, but it's different now. Before you were weightless and aware, suspended in stillness. Now you are being carried, not quickly, not with urgency, but with the gentlest movement imaginable. It's as though an unseen current is cradling you, rocking you slowly into a deeper and deeper calm. Every shift in that current makes your body heavier, softer, more at ease. The boundary between where you end and the night begins is gone. If you could open your eyes, though you have no desire to, you might see the gentle place you've built together. Fading into something softer still, the light would dim not into darkness, but into a velvety twilight that holds no shadows, no shapes, only comfort. The sounds would grow quieter too, until they are nothing more than a hum at the very edge of your awareness. Your senses are not shutting down. They are resting, choosing not to search for anything more tonight. You feel the pull of sleep now. It's not as something separate from you, but as something already inside you, slowly spreading outward, where your breath begins, then flows into your shoulders, your arms, your hands, all the way to your fingertips. It moves down through your back, your hips, your legs, until even your toes are warm, still and ready. It's as though your body is filling with a liquid calm that grows heavier and heavier, making it impossible to do anything but stay here, sinking deeper into this perfect rest. You sense them drifting too. Maybe you feel the subtle change in their breathing, the way it grows even slower, even steadier. Maybe you notice the slight weight of their body settling more fully into the space beside you. Even without words, you know what's happening. They're on the edge, just like you. And there is something profoundly comforting in knowing that your last waking moments tonight are shared, that you are stepping into dreams together. Your mind has no need to wander now. The images that form behind your closed eyes are softer than thoughts. Their impressions like distant landscapes blurred by morning mist. Shapes and colors drift in and out, never fully forming, never demanding your attention. They are the beginnings of dreams. You welcome them without holding on. The warmth you've been feeling all night, the warmth of their hand, their breath, their presence is still here, but it's less about touch now and more about being surrounded. It's like the air itself is theirs, like every molecule around you is infused with their nearness. You don't need to reach for them because they are everywhere in this space you've created together. The current carrying you grows slower still, as though it's preparing to lay you gently onto the surface of sleep. Your body is perfectly still now, every muscle completely released. Even the tiny unconscious movements of wakefulness, the shifts, the adjustments, the quiet twitches have stopped. You are suspended in pure stillness, the kind that exists only moments before dreams take over. Somewhere far away, you think you'll hear one last sound from them. Might be a sigh, a slow inhale, or the faintest movement of their body beside yours. It's not meant to wake you. It's meant to follow you into sleep, a small reminder that they are still with you, even as you both step into a place where words no longer matter. You are ready now. You are beyond ready. So, without trying, without forcing, you let the current take you the rest of the way. The gentle place fades entirely now, replaced by the vast, quiet expanse of sleep. You don't resist. You don't hold on to the waking world. You let it go, knowing it will be there in the morning, knowing they will be there in the morning, knowing that nothing you leave behind tonight needs to follow you. You are safe, you are loved, you are home, and as your final breath of wakefulness leaves you, you drift into dreams together. The warmth between you carrying you into a night that will hold you until the first light of day.